I've been loving these fragrances so much lately. Hi everyone, I'm Jubilation from Scented Moments channel, where I help you to discover the amazing world of perfumery. So in this video I have here 10 niche fragrances, no designers this time unfortunately, because well, these are the fragrances that I've been wearing and I've been enjoying a lot, and well, it just so happens that they are just niche. These are some of the best fragrances in my opinion currently. And without further ado, I will not mention them in a specific order. So the first fragrance here, it's from the house of Amouage, and actually I have another fragrance from Amouage that I will mention after this one. This is Amouage Jubilation 25. This is the woman's version, and it is the Extrait de Parfum. Wow. This is a Chypre. I love Chypres. Last year I really did learn to appreciate Chypre fragrances, and I want to dedicate a video just about my favorite Chypre fragrances, so stay tuned for that. But I have to say that this one right now, it's just out of this world. It's my favorite. Let's see if it will still be my favorite in that video, but at least today it's my favorite. I mean, this fragrance is so intoxicating. It's a magical fragrance. So of course it's in the same realm of Mitsuku from Guerlain, which I have. It's in the same realm of Roche à Femme, which I also have and I absolutely love, but it's more amped up. I mean, it's a very intense, thick, rich fragrance with all of those that it has peach, you have plum, you have ylang ylang, you have rose, you have jasmine, you have oak moss, of course. So you have all the ingredients that are in a Chypre fragrance, in the traditional Chypre fragrance, but it adds the myrrh, the incense that Amouage fragrances usually have and are known for. Wow, amazing. This is like Chypre meets Oriental fragrance, let's say, with that intense, resinous, intensely balsamic nuances. Absolutely magical, and it has like a slightly animalic feel. Oh, but it's so good. It is so good. Again, it's very intoxicating, and again, it's so chic. This really smells like old money. Oh man, it's so good. It is so good. I mean, it's definitely one of the best from Amouage, hands down. And I just love this. It's Amouage Jubilation 25 for woman, the Extrait concentration. The next fragrance, also from Amouage, but this time from the library collection, Rose Incense. And this is the older bottle presentation, but the newer version, in the new bottle presentation, still smells great. This one is, of course, rose and incense, like the name implies, and so this is a more fruity, a fruitier, sweeter version of like Lyric Woman or Lyric Man even. But this is completely different from those two rose fragrances from Amouage, which are also great, fantastic, really. Some of the best rose fragrances out there, actually. This one is a bit more playful because of the sweet fruitiness, but I love how the resins and the incense come to balance the playfulness. Let's say this rose, it's very vibrant and very vivid, a pure red rose with some sweet fruity undertones, and then you have the myrrh and the opoponax, the incense that really makes this fragrance to be very rich, very intense, but very soothing at the same time. I love it. I absolutely love this fragrance. It's quite underrated in my opinion, and it's a fragrance that if you love Amouage or just if you love rose fragrances, I think this one is definitely a must try. It's Rose Incense from Amouage, and this is from the library collection. Fragrance from House of Xerjoff from the Join the Club collection, 400. What a fragrance this is. I've been sleeping on this fragrance, but finally have a full bottle because I absolutely love it. This is rose, tobacco, and honey done to perfection. Fantastic. You can sense like some qualities of Naxos, like the honey that it's using Naxos is also prominent in here, but then the rose, it's a slightly powdery red rose with tobacco leaves. It's just magical. Oh, it's so sensual, very elegant, but with personality, with character. It's fantastic. I absolutely love this one. It's also quite underrated from Xerjoff. But it's a fragrance that you really need to get your nose on if you like these notes. I think this one is definitely a must try. Imagine like a more elegant, more mature version of Naxos. Not as sweet. Then you have the rose that gives more elegance and refinement. It's to die for. Absolutely love this one. It's Xerjoff 400 and it's a very intense scent. Next fragrance, this is my favorite oud, and I've been wearing this one like crazy because it's very cold here in Portugal, especially in Lisbon, and it is Soul of Oud. Oh, every time I want to feel more, I would say more comforting, and I want to feel comfortable. I wear oud in general. I love oud. And oud has this resinous, a bit balsamic feel that just makes me feel good. That's how much I love oud. And this one it's my favorite. It's one of the best oud in the game, especially in the niche market. This is the best, in my opinion. This is the best oud nowadays, for me at least, because it smells like natural oud, and you will not get that in the vast majority of the oud fragrances that you will find in a lot of niche fragrance brands. But this one, no, this is strictly oud. It has like this balsamic, very resinous and thick oud with a chocolatey feel. It's wonderful. I think this is not a very daring oud. I mean, it's daring, because after all it's oud, and oud it's usually a daring note, but I don't feel that this is, I mean, this doesn't have the funkiness or the poopiness, let's say, of some ouds that you can find out there. But for example, my girlfriend thinks that this has like a vomit smell, so hey, yeah, so that's that. So yeah, this can be daring. For me, no. I absolutely love it. It makes me feel good with myself. This is a fragrance that I strictly wear for myself, but it's very powerful, so you need to go easy on the trigger with this one. But I absolutely love it. It's again Soul of Oud by Ramon Monegal from the Don't Touch My Oud collection, which is a fantastic oud collection. Again, even overall, that collection has probably the best ouds in the game. When, of course, talking about niche brands. Amazing fragrance here, Soul of Oud by Ramon Monegal. Next fragrance from the house of Rania J, and it is Ambre Loup. This is almost a classic for me because I absolutely love it. This was my first fragrance that I purchased from this brand, and this brand, it's top 5 favorite for me. I have 5 fragrances from this brand, and yeah, I just love Rania J because the fragrances from the brand, they are so intense, thick, natural smelling that it's, and the price is, you don't need to pay like a leg and a kidney for a fragrance of this high quality. So this is of course amber, and this is one of the best ambers out there, but this is a daring amber because it's again very thick, gooey. It's a bit sweet, I would say, but it has animalic qualities. It has this oud that it's a bit more funky, and it's definitely balsamic, very incensey. Oh, it's so good, so rich, and it's a very unique amber. I mean, yes, it has the stickiness, the gooiness of an amber, but then it has more depth, and it's definitely more dark than your usually ambers. So I highly advise to check this one out. Absolutely love this one. This is a eau de parfum concentration, but this, I mean, this performs like an extrait, I would say. This is very oily, and the performance is nuclear. So again, easy on the trigger with this one, but yeah, it's the experience is fantastic. It's Ambre Loup by Rania J. Next fragrance that I've been enjoying a lot, it's from Frederic Malle, and it's Musc Ravageur. Another fragrance that I wear for myself. I mean, a lot of fragrances, or all the fragrances that I wear, it's primarily for myself. Of course, sometimes when I will go out or go to some sort of event, of course, I want to spray fragrance that I know it will be more likable, not that daring. But usually, from the most part, I wear fragrances strictly for myself. This one is definitely one of them. Although this is not as daring as, for example, Soul of Oud or Ambre Loup. This for me is like a gourmand fragrance. It wasn't always like that because the original formulation of Musc Ravageur was actually quite daring, very pissy. Not the case anymore. So this is basically cinnamon, vanilla, and musk, and this furry musk. A bit animalic, yes, but not as much as it once was. And it's very comforting, it's very delicious, it's very addictive. It's wonderful. I absolutely love this one. It's from Frederic Malle, and it is Musc Ravageur. Next fragrance, this is another gourmand fragrance. I am in love with this fragrance. This is from Papillon Artisan Perfumes, Bengale Rouge. And I mean, the dent of this fragrance, I mean, you can see it. This was one of my latest additions to the collection, and I would say a couple months ago. And yeah, already the dent here. Yes, that's how much I've been enjoying this one. So this is honey, cinnamon, vanilla. You have this like fresh baked bread type of feel, which is quite unique. So this is a delicious gourmand, one of the best out there, one of the best gourmands. And again, it has a natural feel into it. It can smell, it smells like Christmas, I would say even. So yes, it's a fragrance that I highly advise you to try if you love gourmands. This house overall is fantastic. I'm a big fan of this brand overall. I just have two, this one and Anubis, but I hope to add a couple of more because yeah, that's how much I love this brand. And again, the price is not crazy. This is a 50 ml, and the 50 ml it's all you will get. And it is, the price, it goes around the 150-ish to 100 and something, 160, 170. Then you have one which is an extrait. I think it's Era, which is one of Lismour's latest creations. Lismour is the owner and the parfumeur of these beautiful creations, and so I think it's Era. I think it's an extrait, and it's in the 300 euro mark. But I'm not familiarized with that fragrance. But yes, I do want to add Tobacco Rose, Dryad, maybe Salome, maybe. I still don't know, but definitely Dryad and Tobacco Rose. But yes, Bengale Rouge, it's right now my favorite gourmand scent. The next fragrance from the house of Perfumum Roma, and actually I have two fragrances from Perfumum Roma here. It's this one and next one that I will talk about. So this one here, it is Arso, or like Rich Mitch says, you Arso. I will leave the link of Rich Mitch YouTube channel for you to check out. I mean, one of my favorite fragrance reviewers currently. So Arso is, it was not love at first sniff because it has like a pencil shaving feel, but it's like, every time that happens, I mean, tastes completely changed, are constantly changing your taste, and the more you will try other fragrances and the more you return to some fragrances that you didn't appreciate at first, you then might appreciate later. So I mean, again, our taste is always changing, and mine definitely is. So again, not love at first sniff. No, I have a full bottle. So Arso is like a woody, dry, woody fragrance with resins. So for me, this is like pencil shavings with resins, like sweet resins. It's amazing. Absolutely love this one. This is like cedarwood, sandalwood. Yes, with like a sweet myrrh. Absolutely love it. I really do love this one. Oh, it's so good. Perfect for this weather, because you have the woods, you have the sweet resins. It's just to die for. It's amazing. Arso from Perfumum Roma, one of my favorites from this brand. And the other one, which is for me the best incense fragrance in the market, this one and Eau Sacrée by Healy, but I've been wearing this one more. It's Perfumum Roma again, and it is Olibanum. Olibanum is incense, frankincense, pure and simple. It's so good. It's like you're burning frankincense. Yeah, it just that. It's simply just that. It's a bit sweet also. You have some sweet undertones, but yes, this is like you're burning frankincense with, again, some sweet undertones. Yeah, it's really good. It's a realistic, straightforward frankincense fragrance, and I love this one to wear when I'm working. This incense in general makes me focus. My mindset is like, okay, I need to focus, and but at the same time I feel relaxed. So it's a nice sensation. That's why I absolutely love incense, because it makes me focus and to be relaxed at the same time. And even if I'm not working, or if I just want to feel zen, let's say, or at least calm, have a calming feel, yeah, I will wear an incense. Or oud maybe can be, but usually I go for incense, especially Olibanum or Eau Sacrée by Healy. But again, lately Olibanum has been my go-to. So yes, these two fragrances, Arso and Olibanum, have been great experiences by wearing these two fragrances. And you all know I love Perfumum Roma. It's my favorite brand. Although I have to say, and this is just a side comment, I'm not impressed with the latest releases of Perfumum Roma. But well, that might be a topic for another video. And last but definitely not least, this is my latest acquisition. And I still didn't talk about these fragrances, although I have, it was my last live stream when I talk about this fragrance brand. I give my initial impressions, because I purchased their sample set. But yes, I finally have it. I finally have this fragrance alongside another one. I purchased two fragrances from this brand, Les Indemodables, and the one that I've been wearing most, it is Vanille Havane. Beautiful. I love this bottle presentation is everything, but the scent inside, I mean, the quality of this fragrance is not written. It's that good. And finally, and I have to say, and I need to stress this, Les Indemodables are being sold at Embassy Niche Perfume Store here in Lisbon, and I couldn't be happier and more proud. Because I give that suggestion. Actually, I talked with Ricardo a lot. Ricardo is the owner of that niche store, and we talked about, like, I present him this fragrance. I talked about this fragrance brand, and he was intrigued. And then some time passed. I also offered him the sample set for him to give a try, and well, now we have. I mean, there is a niche store in Lisbon who is selling Les Indemodables fragrances. That was very recent. It happened this month, so it's quite fresh news here. And yes, I couldn't be happier to see Les Indemodables being sold here in Lisbon at my favorite niche perfume store. I will leave the link in the description box down below so that you can check out. I mean, he will ship to countries within Europe. I don't know if he ships outside Europe. I think not yet. So that's unfortunately, but that's unfortunate. But well, I hope that that might change maybe in the future. But yes, Vanille Havane. Actually, I have purchased Vanille Havane and Rose de Jamal before, a bit before that, before the brand started to be sold here in Lisbon. But yes, I'm very happy to have this one. I will definitely buy 3 more fragrances from this brand, which is Fougère Emeraude, Chypre Azural, and Musc de Sable. Those are the 3 fragrances that I also want to purchase from this brand, and they will be my next, probably it will be these 3 more, a couple of Amouage. Those will be my next purchases if everything goes well. But yes, Vanille Havane, returning to Vanille Havane, this is a beautiful vanilla scent, like a licorice, like a boozy licoricey vanilla with tobacco leaves and cacao. Absolutely mind-blowing how good this is. The quality of the materials is, again, not written. It's that good, and it's very unique. Of course, you already have countless of vanilla fragrances. You have countless of tobacco vanilla fragrances, chocolate fragrances. I mean, yes, but I dare to say that this is the, if not the best, one of the best in that genre, in this genre. But it's still quite unique because I never smelled anything like this before. So yes, fantastic scent. I highly advise you to check this fragrance out. I highly advise you to check this fragrance house out. I mean, it's not that I am completely in love with this brand. I am, but there are some fragrances that just don't work for me. And then you have others that like this one or Rose Jamal, for example, that are just fantastic. Although I dare to say that Fougère Emeraude is probably the most unique creation of the brand, Fougère Emeraude. It's a very unique take in Fougère, and I absolutely love that fragrance. But this one is a darling for wintertime. Absolutely love this one. Again, Vanille Havane from Les Indemodables. Check this fragrance out. This fragrance and the brand itself, because I think it's really worth trying at least. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below what fragrances have you been enjoying lately, and see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Ciao.